Your public image at work, business etiquette. Chapter 1. Looking good. Your public image. If you feel good inside, you look good, you will perform better and people will be attracted to you in business and in your personal life. Feeling good is all about a trim, fit body, a youthful, healthy looking face and nice clothes that fit snugly and look good. Don't go for fashion and extravagance, just nice clothes that look good. Grooming books for men and women are at #646.75 at the library. Health and fitness books are at #611-613. Beyond that, your tone of voice is very important in the way people judge you. People are always checking you out to see if you're friend or foe. If you have a soft face, a friendly heart and a soft soul, people will like you, and this is the key to making it in life. Forget about all that stuff about being a bastard. People prefer to deal with people they like rather than aggressive drill sergeant types. You can be a pleasant person and turn on the toughness only when you have to. To be successful, culture a noble but humble look about yourself. Be a good, solid, straightforward person. When you speak, try to be calm, communicate facts. I'm a total straight arrow, meaning I'm a pleasant, easygoing guy, but I never joke with anyone about anything because I know all too well how jokes can be misinterpreted. I'm a good supportive communicator and I do it without trying to be a cute funny guy. That's for immature, insecure 20-year-olds, not for mature adults who've seen punks trying to act cool all their lives. The bottom line about being in the public eye is to remain calm, relaxed, and in control. Don't let them ruffle you or see you sweat. Books about public image in business are at #659.2 or #263 at the library. Image consulting for people who want a makeover. I'm clean, neat, and polite. I don't have to put on airs beyond that, but some people buy into all this image/makeover stuff, so they hire someone to supposedly give them tips on how to be cool, professional, and look like an up-and-coming successful winner. Makeovers don't do anything. It's either in your soul or not. Some people take this stuff seriously, like what you wear means anything. They're the type of people I stay away from, like some guy I saw on one of them entertainment tabloid shows doing fashion best dressed/worst dressed critiques. Adspiacitoyourlife.com, San Diego professional organizer. Amazon.com, The New Professional Image, From Business Casual to the Ultimate Power Look by Susan Bixler and Nancy Nix Rice. EtiquettePro.com/topics.htm. ImageWithStyle.com. ProfessionalImage.org. ProfessionalImageDress.com. ProfessionalImageMGT.com. Pro-Image.com. TheProfessionalImage.net. Association of Image Consultants. 1000 Connecticut Avenue, NW. Number 9. Washington, D.C. 20036. 800-383-8831. info@aici.org. aici.org. Dress for Success info. You must literally dress like a high-class VIP all the time if you want to be taken seriously. I don't go as far as the above statement. It's geared mostly for the one-dimensional, by-the-book types who want to be successful the conventional way, because I've seen successful people in business who have never deviated from jeans and flannel shirts. They were being themselves, giving off the image, I know who I am, take me for what I do, not for what I wear. If you're good and know it, you don't have to follow a dress code, but at the same time, your boss will keep you because of your work but won't promote you to a public, high-profile position because you don't look professional enough. The way you carry yourself and the way you keep your workspace tells other people whether you're leadership material. In the world of business, the game is shirt, tie and suits. Always dress for success if you're serious about it. Keep your work area clean and plain. Get rid of the cute teddy bears, the photographs, the corny inspirational messages, the bowl of candy, etc. This is business, not a warm, homey feeling. If you want to make it big, you have to become the only logical choice for the job. Always dress professionally but relate to the customer's dress code so he feels you're his buddy. If you're selling farm equipment, dress like a farmer. If you're selling hockey gear, wear sportswear, etc. Dress conservatively. Wear clean clothes and clean shoes. Go easy on the jewelry. A man shouldn't wear an earring. A woman shouldn't wear a nose ring, tongue ring, or eyebrow ring. Go easy on the makeup. Be clean. Go easy on perfume or cologne. Trim your fingernails. Wear a neutral color of nail polish. Cut long hair and shave. Women should wear their hair in a conservative style. If you have long hair, tie it back or pull it up for the interview. Body piercing or tattoos still aren't cool in the mainstream world. Use the following checklist in your effort to dress for success. Do I look professional to other people? Does my clothing look casual enough such that people give me dirty looks, kind of like what's he trying to prove? Is your clothing neutral or inappropriately fashionable or provocative for work? Is your clothing clean? Is it too big, too small, too short, too loud, too tight, too baggy? Does your clothing distract people because it's so loud? Is your clothing neat and well maintained? Is your clothing out of date? Do your shoes look nice? Are you well groomed with the short hair and neat look? Does your briefcase look professional or beat up? Dress for Success websites. columbustech.edu/career-connection/attire.htm. simsdress.com/basics.htm. amdt.wsu.edu/research/dti, Dress to Impress Guide. mindtools.com/comskll/firstimpressions.htm, Making a Good Impression. dressforsuccess.com. dressforsuccess.org. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/dress_for_success_worldwide. etiquettepro.com/dressing.htm. theprofessionalimage.net. totalimageconsultants.com. wardrobe.org, wardrobe.com, Wardrobe for Opportunity, United Way affiliated charity helps low-income people get a wardrobe for job interviews. Men's grooming websites. askmen.com. askmen.com/fashion. free-beauty-tips.com How to tie a necktie knot.com. men's-fashion-tips.com. men.style.com. Chapter 2. Handle yourself, never let MCU sweat. Business image. The term business image is an oxymoron because all smart people in business know that business is about relationships, so nobody is looking for someone with an image like a facade is an image. They're looking for the real heart and soul of a person. A venture capitalist was telling me that he lets everybody come in with their polished PowerPoint presentation that they practiced all last night for then when they get that over with, he talks to them one-on-one. He's looking for the real person, not the polished one who just did a memorized song and dance routine, but what the person is really like, answering questions off the top of his or her head. This is more revealing than any canned presentation. People want people who can think on their feet, have alternative plans, or can make them up because things rarely go according to plan. Venture capitalists say they are looking for somebody with heart and soul who they can work with, who knows how to be sociable and be a team player. I'm not saying business image is bad, but make being real a part of your business image, because there is a protocol for business image in business, a professional standard, so to speak. You speak in proper English, you have a good vocabulary, you can write well without making lots of mistakes, you wear a suit and tie, you act conservatively, and you don't mess around like you're with your buds at the bar, even if you're with a bunch of men. People expect a professional demeanor, which means restraint. I saw two junior executive guys at some business social function start posing like musclemen. I don't know exactly what they were doing, I think it was insecurity on their part, but it looked out of place in amongst these older guys, and some complained. The boss had to chew them out to set them straight. Just because they were all there drinking at this social function did not give them the right to start acting like macho clowns. This is business image, always acting with that professional, unemotional air. Professional is another word for safe. You're always the same, focused on function, never emotional, never personable to the point of socializing. You're there to do a job. That's a professional attitude. You talk to co-workers and customers, but it's only small talk. It's never deep, never controversial, never personal, and never puts anyone on the spot or embarrasses them. If you go to Japan, you'll see that they have a hierarchy all set up. Junior officers are always deferential to the older guys. Over here, we don't have that system formally. We like to say we're a meritocracy, promotions are based on merit, but the truth is that we got the old boys network here too. If the younger guys don't give the elders proper respect, the elders who are the ones with the power will screw them. They want the respect they feel they're due as the elders, and if they don't get it, they'll think you're an arrogant punk and screw you. Be straight and direct, even to the point of corniness if need be. Never relax enough to be informal. Always have that business-like, measured sense of professionalism and aloofness. People like that because it's consistent. You're always in your business image character. Somebody did a study of all the fashionably dressed men in the US Congress. They found that these men have a knack of losing elections. The presumption is that if you're spending time grooming yourself, worrying about what you're wearing, you're not focusing on the job at hand, you're frivolous, you're not a great worker. The lesson is don't overdress. Dress conservatively in neutral business attire. Take care of yourself to look healthy and vital, but go easy on the metrosexual thing. Whatever you do, don't buy the hype about making a razzle-dazzle first impression. Don't come on so strong that you look like a textbook case of Mr. Brown-Nosed go-getter. Be more calm and relaxed. Speak through your work. When you meet somebody, don't try to outdo them with a dominant handshake. Just shake their hand normally, look them in the eye for a second or two, then nod. The superior person expects the subordinate to look away first. That's showing deference. If you try to come off like the self-help guru or the guy hawking fitness equipment on shopping TV, people will see through it. It's over the top, not real, phony. Tony Phony doesn't wake up every morning with an electric plug up his ass being passionate about his love of life. It's just a performance. It's not natural to act like an enthusiastic, bubbly phony all the time simply because it's impossible to always be like that, so don't lock yourself into some image that's not you. Be more level-headed. Be a responsible person. Respect everyone. Be polite. Use manners. Don't arrive to appointments late. Return calls. Answer emails promptly. Resolve complaints quickly. Business lunches or functions are about business. Don't be afraid to talk business while you eat. Talk about other things socially, but remember that you're a professional business person. When you go to social functions, expect to be nervous like everybody else. Try to be friendly. Don't do things out of nervousness. Some people get arrogant or overbearing to deal with their nervousness. Never come on too strong. Be relaxed and friendly. If people like you, they'll give you the big contract in due time. They have to check you out first. If you invite someone to lunch, you pay the bill. Business-oriented meals are not for eating. Business social functions are not for drinking. You can always eat or drink later on your own time. You're there to perform and make or cement business contacts. Eat a bit of food, take a little drink, but don't eat like you're hungry or drink like you're an alcoholic. The bottom line is that in a world of phony, ambitious go-getters, don't lose your dignity and be like them. Keep a sense of civility, politeness, and friendliness about yourself. People generally know who's phony and who's real. You'll get further in the long run and won't have to sell your dignity for it. Try hashtag 650.13 or BJ1873 at the library for books about business image. Be a gentleman. Be civil, considerate, friendly, and respectful. Make the person you're with feel like they're important. Talk but mostly listen. Simply focus your attention on pleasing him or her. Many minorities are tense when surrounded by members of the majority. Act cordial and don't let it bother you. When in public, shut your beeper off and don't blab too long if others can hear you. Leave enough information in your phone messages. When you have a message on someone's answering service, keep it simple, to the point, leave your name and phone number. Speak slowly enough so people can understand you. If you will be late somewhere, call and tell them. Too early can be just as bad as too late. 5 minutes early is good enough. The best way to deal with unwanted romantic advances is not take the person seriously. Laugh, act dismissive. Remind her you're married or remind her that she's married. If you don't know something, don't live in ignorant bliss, ask questions. Always speak clearly and simply, no fancy words. Don't be vain or act too wise. Don't offer unsolicited advice or correct people on minor points. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Don't eat or drink too much when entertaining. Pray quietly before a meal if you're with a holy roller. Treat people from other countries like people who live here. Don't gossip. Use the terms Ms. or Ma for all females to keep it simple. Treat disabled people as normal. A lot of people don't want to know about your wife, kids, her pregnancy, what you do on the weekend, etc. So go easy about revealing your life unless the other person is sincerely interested. Most people don't want to talk about their lives, so if you talk about your life to them, it makes them feel obligated to open up to you even though they don't want to. Personally, I think the world is too complicated and people too tense for jokes in general. There's too much room for the wrong interpretation. You can be easygoing without cracking jokes. Have a sense of goodwill at work. Help people. Be a good, nice person. Put people at ease by being a friend. You're always judged by your behavior, so act accordingly. Go for win-win cooperation rather than win-lose competition. When meeting someone for the first time, shake their hands normally, not excessively firm as though you're doing a textbook bullshit business champion handshake. Look him in the eye for no more than 3 seconds. Some fools try to stare the other guy down to show they're superior, but this is stupid when you're trying to culture allies. Be easygoing, easy to talk to. Be yourself, not too formal. Try not to get angry, but if someone is a jerk, let them have it, in a polite way, of course. Make alliances, try to build bridges with enemies. Don't be a show-off. Don't criticize anyone in front of others. Don't waste time socializing aimlessly. Be professional at work but use the personal touch. Don't get too physically close to people, thereby invading their personal space. Social skills are everything. Social ineptitude is the key to failure in life. You must be able to work with others. If you make a mistake, either ignore it or apologize, then move on. Everybody sees things. Unless you're a tattletale, keep your mouth shut unless what you saw could endanger other people's lives. If somebody smokes, smells bad, leaves the bathroom dirty, etc., an anonymous note might be the solution. People want respect. When talking to others who seem superior in the status game, always use Mr. and Sir. Only move to first names when the other guy tells you to. If somebody puts you down, give them a rebuff to show you're not a canned yes. Read the Bible constantly for inspiration and to keep a positive headspace. Keep a copy on your desk for appearance sake. Make it look marked up and well read. In the end, show a little bit of consideration to everybody. Try hashtag 395.52 or HF5389 at the library, hashtag 643.7 for entertaining. Etiquetteintl.com. Performance anxiety, stage fright. This type of anxiety afflicts musicians, actors, athletes, performing artists, teachers, people making presentations, people taking tests, managers and leaders in business, and anyone who has to speak in public. ChangeThat'sRightNow.com/performance-anxiety.asp 5o'clock.com/article/199/06-97-perfanxiety.html. lifefirst.com/cperf.htm. mental-health-matters.com/article/article.php?rdd=470. merck.com/mmhe/sec07/ch100/ch100.html, anxiety enhances performance. momsteam.com/alpha/features/performance_anxiety.shtml. performanceanxiety.com. performance-anxiety.com. performancecoaching.co.za. performanceinstitute.com. social-anxiety.com. asocialimage.net. Association of Image Consultants. aici.org. What about critics? Critics belong in one place, your rearview mirror. If you're doing a good job in your soul, following the course you believe is your destiny to do something worthy for humanity, don't listen to anyone but yourself. How you handle giving and getting bad remarks says a lot about you. If you're trying your hardest and do your best to correct the situation as it happens, who cares what anybody else says? Never be embarrassed about what others say. Be embarrassed only if you don't measure up to your own standard. If people criticize you too much relentlessly, you have to think up a way to neutralize them, if you know what I mean. Fight dirt with dirt. The following excerpt from a speech frequently called "The Man in the Arena," given by President Theodore Roosevelt in Paris in 1910, a year after he left office, tells you what to do with critics. Ignore them, live your own life. It is not the critic who counts, not the man who points out how the strong man stumbles, or where the doer of deeds old have done them better. The credit belongs to the man who is actually in the arena, whose face is marred by dust and sweat and blood, who strives valiantly, who errs and comes up short again and again because there is no effort without error and shortcomings, who knows the great devotion, who spends himself in a worthy cause, who at the best knows in the end the high achievement of triumph, and who at worst, if he fails while daring greatly, knows his place shall never be with those timid and cold souls who know neither victory or defeat. Chapter 3. Business Etiquette Info. General Etiquette. Manners is making people comfortable or not making them uncomfortable. Politeness is to do and say the kindest thing in the kindest way. The secret to popularity is good manners done unconsciously. Don't be a self-centered, self-deluded idiot thinking you're superior and fantastic because people will see right through it. I went to the number 395 section of the library and got 3 thick books on etiquette with the intention of going through them to see what it was all about. After a few minutes, I quickly realized it was all about rules and ought-to-dos for just about everything in life, from introductions to sitting down to mealtime, etc., many of which I probably violated in the course of my lifetime, but I don't think it really matters all that much in any situation because it's the spirit that counts. Just be a nice, humble, gentle person in any situation and you will be all right. There are etiquette rules for business, parties, entertaining, new baby, anniversaries, funerals, weddings, how to eat properly, how to deal with neighbors, letter writing, official protocol, restaurants, dating, separation, divorce and remarriage, etc. I can't do justice to all of them here, so if you're really interested, simply go to the library and get one of the several thick books they have there that deals with it all, or go to an etiquette website. Some of these books have good extensive sections on things like weddings, parties, and funerals. Some basic rules I gleaned from the books are: you are always a walking billboard for the world. The first thing people see is your face, whether you have a pleasant countenance or not. Then it's the clothes, neat and clean or dirty and grungy, clean shaven or unkempt, any vanity ticks like tattoos, earrings, etc. When you open your mouth, people judge you first by the tone of your voice. In my opinion, you don't have to be loud and assertive, just be calm and soft-spoken. In this world of arrogant loudmouths, People like to hear a soft, soothing voice. Always enunciate, meaning speak slowly and clearly. Next, it's the words you use. You give yourself away whenever you use a double negative or something like isn't. Whenever I hear a female curse, my estimation of her as a lady goes down about 100%. She thinks she's being free and liberated, but she's just being cheap. You don't have to go the opposite extreme and use big words inappropriately to try to impress people with your knowledge of words. Rather, just speak simply and clearly with a good command of the English language, which you should have if you paid attention in grade school. Whenever you meet someone, whether they're a friend or stranger, they're curious about your current mood, so they'll check you out with initial small talk. Establish yourself as a safe person through casual conversation. Try to be natural and don't clam up, it gives off the impression that you're hiding something. People aren't mind readers. You have to make that move. People judge you based on conversation. Show a good command of the language. Don't swear, use some slang but not much. Be calm, it's just talk and talk is cheap. Think before you speak. Use humor. Try to show your conversation skills by bouncing from topic to topic in a fluid way. It's like you're fishing. You make a few statements, ask a few questions, then when the topic dries up, move on to the next one. Sprinkle a few low-key compliments in. If you don't agree with something, you can voice your opinion. Conversation is usually about you or the other guy, which is fine. When I'm out on the street, I will talk about anything to anybody. Some people say avoid taboo topics like death, sex, drugs, politics, religion, etc., but I've found that some people like to talk about such things, particularly politics, and particularly if they hate someone in office. Politics is like entertainment, it's all over TV and radio and just about everybody has an opinion. Don't get too personal with a stranger the first time out. Don't say anything negative or controversial, because in the end, it's all talk and talk is cheap. Don't talk about yourself too much, don't bullsh plus tea too much, don't complain, don't finish another's sentence, don't shift your gaze around from the person talking, don't contradict, don't steal another's story, don't tell secrets, don't snoop, don't repeat the same story, don't correct someone who has mispronounced something, don't whisper, don't get too personal, and don't talk too much. Don't stare at people, bump into them on purpose or point at them. Don't talk loudly in public. Never discuss your personal affairs in public where others can hear. A man always lets a woman walk slightly ahead of him, through open doors first, and opens all doors for her. Let people exit an elevator first. Chewing gum noticeably is a turn off. Carry yourself with good posture. Do not display your affections ardently in public. Casual kisses and hugs are okay. Always stand and offer to shake hands when introduced. Don't shake hands with a woman unless she offers her hand first. Don't exaggerate the handshake. Just keep it firm, simple and short. When introducing your wife, say her name, then my wife. If you wear a hat, tip it when greeting a woman. When a woman enters a room for the first time, stand until she is seated. Always give a superior in business or an elder the respect of a Mr. or Sir. When you invite someone to a business lunch with the intention of paying, you say something like, "How about having lunch with me?" the operative words being "with me," which implies that you will pay. Be casual, try not to talk business until after you've ordered. Glance at the check briefly. Don't dwell on it. Don't stay too long after eating. Make the move to depart. When arriving at a restaurant, check your hat and coats. Wait for the host or hostess to greet you, then follow him to the table where he pulls the chair out for the woman, then you sit down. He asks if anyone would like a cocktail or a drink. You don't have to order one, or just order a soft drink. The waiter takes your order, and if there's a wine waiter, he will take your order, or if not, the waiter will take your order for wine. If there's just a couple there, the man usually orders for the woman, but if the waiter asks her something like what kind of salad dressing she wants, She would answer him directly. Have good posture when you eat. Say grace if appropriate. Place the napkin on your lap. Use the silverware from the outside from where it is placed to the inside. Some foods like bacon, artichokes, asparagus, and cherry tomatoes can be eaten with the fingers. Quarter fruits like apples, etc. with a knife cut the core away and eat it with your fingers. Sliced avocado may be eaten with a fork. Use a spoon to eat a halved avocado. Either eat cheese on crackers or with a fork. When eating, don't lean over the plate, bring the food up to your mouth. Sit straight ahead, not sideways. Wipe your mouth with a napkin daintily. Don't drink or eat with elbows on the table. When going for a refill, pass the cup and saucer together, or if just a cup, pass it with the handle facing the receiver. Don't drink out of a glass with food in your mouth. Food on the rim looks tacky. When eating soup, don't spoon it towards you or tip the bowl towards you. Don't eat soup from the tip of the spoon, scrape the spoon on the edge of the bowl or leave a spoon in the bowl. Spoon it outwards and eat from the side of the spoon. The spoon stays on the saucer or plate when not being used. Don't eat sandwiches whole, cut them in two. The proper way to eat bread is to break pieces off with your hands, butter it and eat it. Don't try to cut shrimp or oyster with a fork. Hold oyster shell in your left hand and detach it from the shell with the fork in the right hand. Dip it in sauce, eat it whole. Eat shrimp from the fork whether whole or in bites. Don't stuff your mouth full, eat with your mouth open or wave utensils when talking. Don't eat until others are served unless at a large table. Don't use your own utensil to serve yourself from a main bowl. Swallow your food before you talk. Be considerate of the waiter/waitress. Don't mix food on a plate. Cut spaghetti, lettuce or large food. Don't blow on food. Don't chew ice. Eat quietly without smacking. Cover your mouth when coughing or sneezing. Don't use a toothpick at the table. Do it in private in your car. The way to remove bones and pits from your mouth is with the thumb and forefinger, lips closed, put at the edge of plate. Don't stand and bend over to get anything at the table. Ask for it. Use fork not knife to take butter from the butter tray. Don't leave the table before others without excusing yourself. Don't toss napkin in plate when finished, put it neatly to the left of your plate. Stand if a woman stops at the table. It's fine to powder your nose and apply lipstick at the table if you do it unobtrusively. When the waiter brings vegetables in small dishes, put it on your main plate with a spoon. It's fine to taste another's food unobtrusively. Don't tip the head waiter/host unless he does a specific favor for you, like reserve you a special table. 15% is standard. Avoid excessive coinage like pennies and nickels. The general consensus about divorce etiquette is to be polite to your former spouse. You can still go out to social events together for the sake of the kids. Tell your parents about it. Don't destroy anything and seek revenge. Get over it. Be cool when encountering your ex's new beau. Be friends if you can. Go delicate during holidays and days like Mother's and Father's Day, especially if there's a step-parent involved. Don't ever call your parents by their names. Always say mom or dad. Call uncles, aunts, and grandparents by those titles like Uncle Joe or Granddad. Make condolence calls for deaths and ill people. It's enough to just be there to offer support as a friend. Flowers are always good. Visit a friend or relative who's just had a new baby. Call on new neighbors. Show good manners in sports and recreation. Respect handicapped people as people like yourself. Don't bring up the handicap. If they do, you can ask questions about it. You're stuck with your neighbors. You don't have to become friends, but be amiable always. You never know when you will need a hand. Respect their privacy. If you become friends, don't assume you can go over whenever you feel like it. Never comb your hair in public. Wear coat with center button buttoned. Ties should be just the right length, a little above the belt line. Enunciate properly, as with the following words. Wrong, right. Huh, sir. Yeah, yes or yes, sir. Gimme, give me. Have to, have to. Wanna, want to. When answering a business phone call, state the name of the company then your name. Don't let cigarette smoke blow in anyone's face. Etiquette websites. cuisinenet.com/digest/custom/etiquette/manners_intro.html. emilypost.com. epicurious.com/c_play/c02_polite/polite. etiquettehell.com. etiquetteforall.com. etiquettenetwork.com. etiquettesource.com. mannersarefun.com. mannersplace.com. modernmanners.tv. Business etiquette info. The bottom line is working hard and doing a good job. Just because the business world is full of sharks doesn't mean that you have to be part of the feeding frenzy. I personally feel that you are who you are. Beyond neatness and cleanliness, clothes don't matter, but a lot of conformists in the business world seem to think that a suit and tie indicates serious professional intent, so this is the convention, and if you want to be taken seriously, you should consider playing the game. Poor speech is unacceptable. Speak clearly. Don't speak too fast, too slowly, or use poor grammar. Nothing defines you more than your command of the English language. If you have sloppy, poor speaking and writing skills, people will pick up on it right away and know you're somewhat of a bumpkin who didn't pay attention in school. Books about grammar are at number 400 to number 410 and number 800 to number 810 at the library. Your image is the way you are seen by others. First impressions make lasting impressions. Try to be genuinely who you are, combined with enough tact to be appropriate to the situation. It's okay to be a hillbilly redneck or anything you want, but when you're in a business situation, act businesslike. That's what the term professional means, that you act businesslike no matter what. All people like the same things in others. Come off pleasant, relaxed and non-controversial. Smile every now and then. Maintain a positive vibe about yourself. Don't be a rebel just for rebel's sake. If you have to fight for your rights in some issue, do it, but don't be purposely disagreeable just to be different. Dress and act appropriate to your business environment. Imitate the people around you. Wear the best quality clothing you can afford. The mantra of the business world is conservatism. It's not like the hippie professor who purposely tries to dress mod and groovy. You have to give off the impression that you're a good capitalist, so wear a tie and ordinary black shoes, not hiking boots, sandals, hush puppies, or running shoes. Go easy on the jewelry. If you have a nose ring, tongue ring, or if you're a guy wearing an earring, you're still too immature to be in business. Hang out with the pop culture deadbeats for a few more years until you see that they're the losers. You're the go-getting winner making money, which is what it's all about, making money, right? If you're a woman in business, do not dress to stand out with your wardrobe. Be neutral. Speak with your work, not with high fashions or jewelry. For office etiquette, the word is be appropriate for the occasion. You need all the allies you can get, so try to get along with everyone. Learn your company's rules and follow them. Be on time for everything. Do not be a clock watcher. Don't take too much time off from work. Show that you love your work and are interested in it. Show respect for others. Avoid gossip. Keep your personal problems out of the office. People don't want to hear them. Keep personal phone calls to a minimum. Worldwide corporate culture is generally conservative, a quiet belief in God and status quo political beliefs. This differs across companies, but in general, keep your mouth shut and stay conservative until you see what the natives are like, then imitate them. Keep your written correspondence simple. Use proper titles and salutations. Include your email address and fax number. If you need to work and don't want to be disturbed, put a sign on your door or cubicle. Get your phone business organized. Use voicemail and an answering machine. Know how to make conference calls. Tell whoever you're talking to if someone else is listening at your end. Tell your secretary daily how you want her to handle your calls. Talk less, listen more. Relate to the other guy. Follow up with paperwork if necessary. At work, be there for work but don't be so serious that you get antisocial. The most successful people are those who know how to socialize and put others at ease. There are seldom situations in business when more than a handshake is appropriate. A hug might be appropriate when you congratulate a colleague you know particularly well on a promotion, marriage, or birth of a child. If someone moves in to kiss you and you aren't receptive, just turn your head away or smile and bear it. Keep meetings on the subject at hand. When you get a dissenter, thank him for his attempt at bettering the company in that way but say it's not feasible right now. Eat with the gang at lunch or have a drink after work with them here and there. Give others space, especially if you have cubicles as opposed to an office. Think through a possible romance in the workplace. Try to avoid company time for personal emails, telephone calls, etc. Befriend the lowliest person, even the janitor. You never know when you will need his help. Be loyal to your boss unless he crosses the line with you, then report him or quit. Lose your reverence for your boss. See him as who he is. If you want a raise or changes, tell him. If he works you too hard, tell him you need help. Give business gifts sparingly, either for a holiday, a wedding, at the end of a project, or to make up for a shortcoming on your part, like an apology of sorts. Treat men and women alike in the business arena. If a superior criticizes you at work, rather than saying "I'm sorry," say "Thank you for the feedback. I will use it next time." Be a team player, or at least act like one. When you have a rival, try not to stoop to his level. Be civil to him. If you forget someone's name, simply talk without using names, then get it from your paperwork later or ask one of your compatriots for the person's name. Another way is to reintroduce yourself. Offer your hand to shake, stating your name. He should state his name. Or simply ask for his business card. Read GQ magazine, Gentleman's Quarterly at gq.com. Even if it does seem kind of corny, they have some highbrow writers who believe in dressing well, believe in class and highbrow tastes, etc. Business etiquette websites. Try hashtag 395.52 or HF5389 at the library, hashtag 643.7 for entertaining. cuisinenet.com/digest/custom/etiquette/manners_intro.shtml. krolltravel.com/stories/business_protocol-advice.htm. workabroad.monster.com/archives/etiquette. businessculture.com. etiquetteforall.com. mannersmith.com. protocoladvisors.com. protocolprofessionals.com. ravenworks.com, online community of business executives, including an etiquette forum and free articles on topics of success. Etiquette worldwide. When in Rome, do as the Romans, which means bow to Japanese guys and sing karaoke with them, eat pig feet, sausage, and drink beer with Germans, drink wine and smoke cigarillos with Frenchmen, etc. Always say the magic words in the native tongue. Please. Thank you. Pardon me. Excuse me. Have a sense of goodwill at work. Help people. Be a good, nice person. Put people at ease by being a friend. You're always judged by your behavior, so act accordingly. Go for win-win cooperation rather than win-lose competition. When meeting someone for the first time, shake their hands normally, not excessively firm as though you're doing a textbook bullshit business champion handshake. Look him in the eye for no more than 3 seconds. Some fools try to stare the other guy down to show they're superior, but this is stupid when you're trying to culture allies. Be easygoing, easy to talk to. Be yourself, not too formal. Try not to get angry, but if someone is a jerk, let them have it, in a polite way, of course. Make alliances, try to build bridges with enemies. Don't be a show-off. Don't criticize anyone in front of others. Don't waste time socializing aimlessly. Be professional at work but use the personal touch. Don't get too physically close to people, thereby invading their personal space. Social skills are everything. Social ineptitude is the key to failure in life. You must be able to work with others. If you make a mistake, either ignore it or apologize, then move on. Everybody sees things. Unless you're a tattletale, keep your mouth shut unless what you saw could endanger other people's lives. If somebody smokes, smells bad, leaves the bathroom dirty, etc., an anonymous note might be the solution. People want respect. When talking to others who seem superior in the status game, always use Mr. and Sir. Only move to first names when the other guy tells you to. If somebody puts you down, give them a rebuff to show you're not a canned yes. Read the Bible constantly for inspiration and to keep a positive headspace. Keep a copy on your desk for appearance sake. Make it look marked up and well read. If you're gay, you don't have to come out as this big, dramatic thing. Most people will intuitively know and not care because they got their own lives to worry about. Many minorities are tense when surrounded by members of the majority. Act cordial and don't let it bother you. In the end, show a little bit of consideration to everybody. Try number 395 and hashtag 650 #659, business etiquette, at the library. businessculture.com. etiquetteintl.com. etiquettenetwork.com. etiquettesource.com. protocolprofessionals.com. traveletiquette.com. webofculture.com/edu/gestures. Cell phone etiquette. en.wikipedia.org/wiki/cell_phone_etiquette. letstalk.com, Cell Phone Etiquette Guide. Volume 117. A Success at Work Guide.